So, you out there, you think you can dance, act, sing, model? You think you can do all that stuff? Maybe you can dance. Can you tap dance? Can you ballet dance? Are you an actor, actress? Now they say actor for everything. You're a female actor, not a actress. Who knows where that started, how that started, or whatever. But maybe you are a person with a podcast. Maybe you do broadcasting. You may do some of this stuff when it comes to acting, uh, entertainment, dancing, modeling. Maybe you do print modeling. Maybe you model for artists for them to paint you. Who knows what you do? I don't know. I don't know what you do. You do. I have a kind of a blue glow on my face right here because my desktop is right over there. But I've been asked many times about helping with casting. I've been asked about that from casting directors. Once again, I used to cast everything from um, non-union background all the way up to principal roles. I used to cast people for photo shoots, cast them for commercials, casting for everything from like the lowest level of I don't consider it low level, but when it comes to pay, let me turn. No, that's worse. That's better. Who knows? Anyway, I'm kind of blue, but anyway, I have been asked once again to do this, and I would cast everything from what people would consider the lowest level. Would be like a student film or a film where there's like either no pay or very low pay, some of the $25 a day pay or $50 a day, or no pay at all. You know, a lot of people say no pay, no way. But I think there are some opportunities when we're developing and trying to get up that ladder. If you're not seeing, yeah, if I do that, it covers it up. It's really weird. It's never done that before. But anyway, it's very, very blue today. It's a blue Sunday. It did rain this morning and we lost power. We had no power and the internet went out too. So we had no Wi-Fi, no power. I was like, how do I even call the Edison that does our power out here? How do I even call them? I can't even find their phone number. I had to look for a phone book. Then I noticed my phone wasn't working. So it came back on after about 2 hours. But to get exposure, sometimes you got to start at a certain level. But I would book everything from, I work for a calling service, a call-in service or a call-ing service. Some people say it both ways. What they do, for those of you who don't know, is if they need 50 background people to be on a roll, you would call the background people that are in your that are within your company and try to get them booked. So you would say, you'd call, for example, Central Casting. Do you have anything? Yes, we do. I need 15 females, ages 20 to 40, and they need to look like they work in a bank. Okay, so then I'd find everybody that was within that age range, that gender. Can you say gender anymore? Gender. If you're a redheaded, I don't know. But anyway, back then I would look for females, not female identifying or people that look like a female or can represent females, but I would actually look for female women to do that from 20 to 40 that could work in a bank. Then I would call them, see if make sure they're available. If they're not available, they're supposed to let me know, hey, we're not available, and they would say I can't work. But if they haven't done that, then I can go ahead and book them. And a lot of times I wouldn't even call them. I just book them. If it's a big call, if it was like one person, I'd probably call. But then, like, let's say they need 50, I'm gonna send all of my people that fit that. And if you can't do it, that's on you, because you didn't tell me you couldn't do it. So now, when Central Casting says, why isn't, let's say, Susan showing up, I say, I don't know. She told me she's available, and I booked her. So that's how it works with call-in service. Call-in services, the biggest one is extras management. There's other ones I did not work for them. I work for a small one, but I booked everything from some people call it a starting level, which would be student films, non-paid films, non-union background, up to SAG background, and AFTRA, all the way up to principal roles. I also booked singers. I booked dancers. I booked an entire basketball team one time. So I do have quite a bit of background in and a background in casting. So some of the casting agencies have now are asking me, can I continue to help them? The problem is that we have a writer strike right now, and it looks like SAG-AFTRA might strike. And if they strike, then are the Directors Guild going to strike? Who knows? If SAG does strike, there's going to be some non-union only projects that people can work on those. There's also projects that do not affect any of those three things. A lot of those would be things like print work, um, photo assignments and that kind of stuff. So if you think you can dance, if you think you can act, If you think you can model um, any of those types of things, if you think you can play an instrument, maybe play the trumpet, maybe play the drums, maybe you play whatever, the spoons. If you have a talent and you think other people will think you are talented and that you can do those things, I'm going to start posting soon, and I'm not charging anyone for anything. I'm going to start posting on my channel some casting, and what'll probably be, this is the main one I'm doing right now. I'll probably have a playlist, like a casting playlist, and if I'm looking for anything, I'm going to post it there. Will it be daily? Probably not. Will it be weekly? Maybe not. Will it be monthly? I don't know. Will it be every 6 months? Could be a year. I don't know. So if I do have anything, I will put it in the playlist, which I will create. Do I charge people for this? No. No, not at this time. And I am not going to make a second channel. A lot of people say, why don't you make a second channel? Because this doesn't have anything to do with losing weight. Of course it does. And once again, my website, my channel is not about losing weight. My channel is about healthy living, a healthy journey. If you're not working, that's very unhealthy. If you can go to set and you can walk on breaks, I'll be on a program where I'm sitting in a chair on a project, and they're filming me answer the phone, typing, whatever. And that's not very much exercise. That is a sedentary lifestyle type of a thing. And I would, on my breaks, when they say, okay guys, let's go and take 5. When they say let's take 5, that's usually let's take 50. But they'll say take 5, and so if they say, I'll say what time do you want us back, and they do it back in 5 minutes, and I'll come back. Yeah, 20 minutes. I can walk as long as I can see them and they can see me. And I say I'm just going to kind of walk around here, go stretch my legs, whatever. They don't have to know your business. And I would pick up, maybe 2,000 steps on a break. So there's ways to do that, and they have food there. They feed you. They feed you most of the time. If it's a film or a TV show or a commercial, they're gonna feed you. And most of there's healthy food. There's a salad bar, usually salad bar. They have like beef, chicken, and seafood usually. And then for the vegetarians, sometimes they'll have a vegetarian dish. A lot of times they'll do like a vegetarian pasta. So that's what I'm gonna do. Do you have to pay anything? No. What do you need to do to help me? When you see those videos, you need to like them. And if you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe. Now, would I share one of those videos? If I'm looking for, let's say for myself, and they say I'm looking for an African-American woman who's 19 years old, I would share that. I'd share it. Yeah, 19-year-old African-American woman, boom, share it. If they're looking for a man who is 53 and weighs 385 pounds, I'll share that. But if it's someone that looks like me, my age range, let's say it's, they say my age range is between 40 and 55. That's nice because I'm 61. But I would not share a person like that. So don't share people for your competition. If you see it and it doesn't match you at all, go ahead and please share it. Please share it. Yeah, if you share it, someone else can get that role, and maybe they'll do the same for you. Please let people know that there's something that matches them, and let's get them booked. So what you probably want to do, very important, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, because right now it's going to be on my main channel. It's so weird, that blue thing is, I don't know. Oh, it's probably just dark in here too. It's dark outside. My computer's giving out blue light. I look either like I'm sick or I'm half Smurf. But anyway, yeah, if you can subscribe to the channel, very important. You need to subscribe, and you need to click on that bell, boop boop boop, and say notify. And then what will happen is you'll be notified, because what will happen a lot of times, if you're at a certain level, like if you're at my level, let's say they're looking for somebody, they want to book that by, today is Sunday, if they want to book it by Monday morning, and I see it, and I put it in, and I put in for it, let's say I see it right now, it's, I don't know, the 2 o'clock, whatever, let's just say it's 2 o'clock. It's probably 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I see it right now, and I'll submit for that later, and I submit at 8 o'clock, well, it's already done, they're not gonna wait for me. If they contact me and say, David, are you available for this? I have to kind of quickly look at my calendar. Yes, I am. Or no, I'm not. Because they're not going to hold production for me. Now, if I was a big time movie star, they might hold that production. But at my level, no. No, if I'm not available, it's next guy. Next guy, please. So that's why it's so important. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. You'll see the bell. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Remember, share the videos that do not apply to you. And people say, well, why should I do that? I don't care if someone else, an African-American woman, 19 years old, is booked. I don't care. Well, people are not going to look to us. They're not going to look to us if we don't give them something in return. So if there's someone that, if they're looking for a large amount of African American women 19 and you're a white guy in your 50s or 60s and you send that to them, hey guys, do this, and let them know I sent you. Hey, David Gardner sent me, or whatever your name is. What if your name is Joe Smith, or John Doe, or Tom, whatever, whatever, Jane Doe. You say, hey, I got these three African American women that work with me. They look like they look like they could be working at a cafeteria. They look like they could be executives. They look like they could be whatever. And you send it to them, then they're gonna think, hey, this person, Jane Doe, helped me out when I needed three African American ladies at 19 years old that look like they work in a cafeteria. Or I need 7 nurses, and they African American nurses, and I want them a little bit older. I want them to be 3 female African American women in their 20s to 40s, 20s to 60s, or whatever, that have scrubs. Maybe they have scrubs. I know 3 ladies that work at the urgent care that I just talked to, and boom, I can work to get them booked. So that's what I'm saying. If you know somebody that doesn't look like you, recommend them and let them know that you recommended them. You don't have to say I saw it here. You can just say, hey, I'd like to recommend this. And then people are going to say, oh, hey, great. And then that's going to bring more value to this program. So right now, it's going to be on my channel. I'm not putting it on the channel. I'm not charging you anything. I'm not charging the casting directors anything. The only thing I get out of this is, number one, if I recommend people, they might pick me for something. So they say I need 3 African American women, 19 years old, to play cafeteria workers. And I say, oh, here you go. And they're, hey, David, you know what? We also need a white man to be a janitor. Whoa, look at this. Here's a white man, and I know how to sweep a floor. Boom. So if you have any props, make sure you write that down for yourself, not for me. I will be posting in here. When I post the jobs, there'll be a short video and a little description of how to apply. I'll probably write the description in the bottom of how to apply. I may include it in the video, so you might have to listen really carefully. I'll try to speak slowly. The email address or the phone number and who to contact. But if you have any props, do you have a classic car? Do you have a dog? Maybe you have a guitar? Do you play the guitar? Do you have scrubs? Do you have scrubs? Do you have a cowboy hat? Do you have a hard hat? Do you have a safety vest? Do you have work boots? Have you ever rode a horse? All that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that if you can do any of that stuff, if I'm asking, don't tell me now. Don't tell me now. Keep it a secret. But if I say, hey, I'm looking for 9 people that can work mucking out stalls and do some ground crew, maybe brushing out horses or something, and you can do that, then you tell me, hey, David, you know what? I worked at a summer camp, and I had to brush those, blah, blah, blah. Great. And I'll submit you. No, I won't submit you. You'll submit yourself. So you're going to be submitting yourself. I'm not going to submit you. No. I'm not going to submit you because I don't get any money for that. That's a different story. You're going to submit yourself. I'm going to tell you where to submit, and I'm going to tell people that I know people that will be submitting. I'm not going to recommend you. I'm sad to say I cannot recommend you because I don't know you. So if I say, hey, this lady Gladys Pencilhead, she will be there on time. She will show up. She's going to wear the right clothing. She's not going to talk on set. She's going to do this. She's going to memorize her lines. But I can't do that because I don't know you. I'm going to say, there's a woman named Gladys who looks like something you're looking for. You might want to take a look at her. But I always remind these casting companies, I'm not recommending this person. I'm only saying they said that they would like to be on this project. So if you say to people, hey, David said I should do this, no, they're going to know that's not true. David said you should book me. No, they're going to know that's not true. But if they say David said you're looking for somebody, they're going to think, oh, ding, 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 ding. That's true. So you can use that to your advantage. David Gardner has recommended me, and I do have a good reputation. Not David Gardner has recommended me. I'm sorry. If you say David Gardner recommended me, they're going to stop you right away. I only recommend one actress and myself. It's me and one other person. That's it. That's all I do. That's all I can 100% guarantee if that person's hired, they're going to do right. If I get to know you better, maybe I'll recommend you too. But I can't recommend you. I can only say you are looking for some work. You are looking for some work in acting, dancing, singing, whatever. And I know that you're casting for an actor, a singer, a dancer, whatever, a model. And that's the way it works. So anyway, here it is. Do you think you can dance? Do you think you can sing? Do you think you can act? Do you think you can model? I think you can too. And if other people can think it, and you think it, and you do a good job, I think you can get some work. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to end this now. If you're interested, and if you're truly interested, you need to subscribe if you're not already, and hit the notification bell. If you haven't hit the notification bell, you probably need to do that now, because I do have one project that she's going to call me back on, and I think she's looking for people. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I do have one that's coming up, but I don't know how often this will work. When I used to do this 6 or 7 days a week before, because I made money doing it. Now I'm just doing it as favors to them, favors to you, and favors to me, because I will get to say, I'll get to be known as a guy who knows people. You know, what do they say? It's not what you know, it's who you know. So if you're doing a good job for out there, that helps me. That helps me. If you tell people to come to the channel, that helps me. So I'll help you. You help me. We'll help casting. We'll help. Sometimes they're not called casting agents. They call it. They have CSA, which is what Casting Society of America, whatever. Some of them work for SAG. Some work for AFTRA. You know, now it's both. Some work in equity. It's all kinds of different ones for theater. Now theater's tough. I don't do much theater. That's hard, because you have to make sure you know your lines perfectly. You don't get to do it again. So anyway, everybody have a great Sunday. It is Sunday in the afternoon, and take care.